Hey everybody.
Hi.
Kim, so say we're at work, we're in a public space, at a restaurant, whatever it may be. Maybe situations where we get into conversations and the conversation starts going in a direction that feels, you know, dark, or maybe it's not holy. How do we navigate these conversations? How do we can't really necessarily move our bodies out physically from the space?
Well, so is it a threat with a work situation, or just, you know, like
somebody just starts kind of spouting some demonic, you know, pictures,
or somebody undermining you, maybe somebody kind of dismissing you, or
yeah, just some non-truth in the space, and how can you navigate that?
Yeah, well, usually I'll create a little bit of space, and it depends. Like if you're talking to a narcissist, now I would handle that in a whole different way. And
yeah,
and maybe if you know the person, you know they're a narcissist, you stop, drop, and dump them. So now we don't really have narcissists in our field, in our life, and unless God is asking you to kind of intercede and, you know, give them kind of their last rites in a way that maybe they can change, but they don't typically. So, you know, I think you have to vet. You come in with attention, you come in with awareness, and I think just even those two things are so important, because if you're just observing what somebody's saying and you're observing what they're doing usually isn't aligned with what they're saying, and then you start to feel current. And this is where typically the heart will close, the body will start to respond. That is always why I have the diamond, which to me is the diamond of the heart, which is like the center of the cross, which is the Christ's heart, Jesus's heart. I have that in the space. I always have that in the space in front of my space, because I'm only looking at Jesus, and my circuit, my energy is moving to Jesus. And that other person's talking, and then it gets reflected back to them. And so if what they're saying is a little off, I will start to ask questions to point out the discrepancies without attacking them. Just ask questions, like in a very neutral way, and to illuminate kind of, okay, there is something here. There is a snake here, I vet it. And then you see the snake, and then I cast it out, reject it, rebuke it, or I will stomp my foot, you know, I will stomp, crush, you know, ground. I'll have Mary bring the demon down. Like in that moment, you're bringing Christ in, you're bringing Christ through. Yeah. And in a way, I just let God deal with it. Okay, this is on you, God. Let me see here's my favorite saying. Okay, let me see how you're gonna handle this one, God. You know, like,
yeah. I like that.
I'm going to see what you're going to do, because, you know, before maybe, you know, and I think people have to watch if they get defensive, if they start to react, because if you do, now you're locked in. That's what they're poking for. They're trying to get you into their web. They're trying to get you to one side. They want you to respond. You do, boom, they got your ground, or they're owning your crown. And so that's what they're energetically trying to do. And so when you just kind of sit back, you kind of sit back out of the space, and now you call God into the space. All right, and it's hard just to observe, but it's pretty amazing when you do. And I invite our guests to let us know, like, try that when you invite God in. What happens when you can fully be in relationship with Christ, fully say, okay, I'm not doing this. This is all you, God. You're gonna handle this.
That saying is so fun. God, I'm gonna see how you handle this.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how you handle this, God. And you know what, too? I want to say, it's kind of like I've had people, you know, that have been very sticky, and you know, it's kind of like, and if I step in, I'm kind of get whacked. And, you know, just a hit, whacked, and then it kind of like, okay, so when you get hit and whacked, you need to step back.
Yeah.
Hit, whack, step back. Hit, whack, step back. Hit, whack, step back. Hit, whack, step back.
Hit, whack, step back. Hit, whack, step back. Hit, whack, step back. You know, Kim, that's so beautiful that you came up with that little jingle when you did, because I was about to ask you, and this is going to be for the next video, is sort of just an awareness and a deeper relationship with the energy in the space, kind of be in a deeper understanding of what is in the space.
Right,
and
right.
because Kim is special in the way that she's been aware of energy in the space since she was a young little girl. So not everybody has the awareness and the sensitivity to really see what's in the space, and these tools that she gives us, you know, are so effortless for her to just rifle off, but to a lot of people it'd be overwhelming to like trying to keep notes on it. But that's the next video.
Well, and
Bye.
wait, and also, can I say one
Go,
more
go,
thing?
go for it. Go. I was just kidding.
No, that's good. I may need to be cut off. No, he's gonna have to go cut. You know, he's the DOP director. So, but you know, in this thing about the space and kind of, because everyone deals with that. I think everyone feels that, and you got to trust your heart, because
There you go.
your heart picks up on the wave energy.
There you go.
It picks up on the feeling, and guess what? Your heart's always right. It's not what your mind thinks, because see, and this is what we can talk about later too, is if
What about the
people-
gut? Is the gut right sometimes?
If people can get you to think and get you in their pictures, because for their reality to exist, they're going to collapse all your pictures in life. They're going to make you believe it doesn't exist, and it pulls your reality, moves your energy into their reality, so only their reality and world exists, and now you've been programmed out of your space, and that's when health issues start to happen. And the gut is a good way also to tell, but the heart can navigate all aspects and all points. The heart is like a GPS, because in order to know where we're at, like in this forest, a GPS tells us what's in front of us, behind us, to the right, to the left, above, below. And that's what the heart kind of knows how to do. It can accurately, we can be dropped into a forest and we can know, because if we're in our heart, it is our compass, truly our compass.
Yeah.
Gut can be just like a feeling, something coming in, a current, it can identify something, but we want to know how to navigate here. Like if you've got some narcissists in front of you, or you know, you got some sticky stuff happening, you want to know how to navigate that. Okay, an empath or somebody that can feel will pick up on it, but they'll just become the feeling of it.
Yep.
And that doesn't help you navigate it. What is the help in you being overtaken with somebody else's feelings, and now you're crying and bawling, and now you think it's you when it has nothing to do to you, but what has just happened is somebody has hot potatoed you, dumping their stuff in you, and you absorb it, become it, and then you see their reality come through, and then all of a sudden their life becomes shiny and bright. You've been hijacked.
There you go. Well, we just got a little bit of we don't need we don't need the second video anymore, because Kim just gave us the download on the heart is always right, and with a little peppered information on narcissists. So have a good one.